Capricorn, this is not just another video. This is your final call. July 19th, 21. Isn't just a date. It's a cosmic alarm. It's Saturn's final warning, and it's aimed directly at you. This isn't a minor planetary shift. This is a once every 900 years event, a soul seal unlocking that will either set you free or bind you to a cycle you've been trying to break for lifetimes. Capricorn, listen carefully. You were born for this moment. Your entire life, the struggles, the responsibilities, the silent battles, they've all been leading you here, to this gate. The gate of Saturn, the planet that rules your sign, is opening now, and it only does so once every 9 centuries, and only the strongest are called to stand before it. If you've been feeling like something huge is coming but you can't explain it, like the pressure is growing in your body, your mind, your emotions, or like time itself is watching you, then you're not imagining it. You're receiving the ancient signal, the same signal your soul felt in past lives. And now, it's happening again. In the next 30 minutes, we're going to reveal things you've never heard in mainstream astrology. You're about to discover the hidden truth behind Saturn's karmic test, why this isn't about punishment, but powerful transformation, what this 900-year-old soul seal actually is, and why it has targeted your bloodline for centuries. The 3 signs that will show your destiny is about to either break or rise higher than ever. And the forgotten contract Saturn made with your soul long before you were ever born. This isn't random. This isn't generic. This is personal. And Capricorn, this is prophetic. Because what happens on July 19th doesn't just shape your next few months. It shapes your next 721 years. And for some, it could change your soul's entire path for the rest of your life. This is a soul checkpoint. It's a moment where fate pauses and says, Capricorn, what will you choose now? You're not just being tested, you're being remembered by the universe, because your soul holds power that terrifies both the light and the dark. And now Saturn, the master of time, karma, and destiny, wants to know if you're finally ready to claim what you were born for. So the question is, will you rise through this gate, or will you walk away and repeat the past again? Capricorn, this is your warning. This is your moment. This is your legacy. Let's begin. Capricorn, you already know Saturn isn't just your ruling planet. It's your karmic architect. It's the ancient timekeeper, the soul judge, the builder, and the breaker of lifelines. And when Saturn moves, the universe doesn't just notice, it holds its breath. Once every 900 years, Saturn unlocks what's known as the soul seal, a cosmic gate that opens only for those who carry the burden of ancestral power and spiritual responsibility. And Capricorn, that means you. This isn't about astrology charts or star signs anymore. This is prophecy. Ancient scrolls found in 1125 AD from lost monasteries speak of a mysterious figure called the Mountain One, who will face the Great Seal at the 9th century gate. If their soul remembers, the empire shall rise again. Let that sink in. The Mountain One, the only zodiac ruled by a mountain goat, a sign known to endure the storm and climb through lifetimes of pain and pressure. That's not a coincidence. That's you. This soul seal doesn't just touch your career or your love life. It reshapes your entire legacy. The one your bloodline tried to build, the one that was torn down, and the one only you were chosen to rebuild. Capricorn, your soul remembers this, even if your mind doesn't. Have you been waking up at strange hours lately, especially around 3 or 4 a.m., getting vivid dreams of mountains, temples, or battles from centuries ago? feeling sudden waves of pressure or anxiety with no explanation, as if time itself is watching you? That's not a coincidence. That's Saturn calling your soul back to the gate. This planetary giant, the Lord of Karma, has been whispering to your DNA since June. But it's not whispering anymore. It's summoning. You may have already noticed your past starting to resurface. Old wounds reopening, past life lovers reappearing, sudden opportunities that seem to come out of nowhere, and the eerie sense that you've lived this moment before, because you have. Not just in this lifetime, but in lifetimes long before this one. And now the seal is opening again. Capricorn, Saturn isn't testing the weak, it's calling the ones who carry cosmic responsibility, the ones who once failed, but were promised another chance. You are that chance. You are the key. You are the prophecy remembered. And what you do between July 18th to 20 will either activate the legacy or bury it for another century. So the question is, will your soul remember? Will you rise as the mountain one, or fall beneath the weight of what you were always meant to carry? This is more than fate. This is your return. Capricorn. On July 19th, Saturn isn't just watching, it's testing. This isn't a punishment. It's a final exam your soul signed up for before you were even born. And on this date, 3 powerful karmic trials will be placed before you, one after the other. They are subtle, they are spiritual, and they are non-negotiable. These aren't events that shout for your attention. They whisper. And if you're too distracted or too afraid, you'll miss them, and miss the opportunity to break the cycle once and for all. Let's uncover what these trials are and what they truly mean. 1. The mirror of legacy. This is where Saturn forces you to confront your past. A deep regret, a painful memory, a betrayal that still echoes in your bones, or even a personal failure you've hidden from, maybe even denied. This mirror doesn't lie. It reflects the exact thing you've been avoiding. If you look away, you'll loop back into the same patterns. Relationships will repeat. Money blocks will return. Success will stay just out of reach again. But if you stand in front of that mirror and face what you buried, your soul upgrades. You free yourself from a karmic burden that's been shackling your spirit for years or lifetime. 2. The silence test. This is Saturn's most subtle and brutal lesson. Suddenly, things may go quiet. People may ghost you. Support you relied on might vanish. No answers, no signs, no help. This isolation isn't abandonment, it's intended. Saturn strips away the noise to reveal your truth. What do you do when no one is guiding you? Can you trust your own voice when the universe goes silent? Will you panic and go back to old habits? Or will you step into your power alone and lead yourself? Most people fail this test, but Capricorn, you were built for solitude. This is where you realize your greatest strength isn't in others, it's in your inner compass. 3. The gate of choice. This trial comes in disguise, a decision, a person, a fork in the road. It won't look like a golden opportunity. In fact, it may look uncomfortable, risky, even painful. But that's the trap. Saturn hides miracles inside discomfort. You'll be tempted to say no, to delay, to rationalize it away. But if you recognize the deeper pull, if your soul whispers yes, you must leap, even if it scares you. Because this gate, when walked through, activates your true soul contract. Past these 3 trials, you'll unlock your purpose, attract divine timing, and begin the life you were truly meant to live. But fail them? The same people, the same wounds, the same stuck story will repeat for another 7 years. Capricorn, Saturn doesn't offer shortcuts, but it does offer breakthroughs, if you're brave enough to walk through the fire. So now, ask yourself, will you pass Saturn's test, or delay your destiny again? Capricorn, your soul carries more than just your own story. There is a contract, written not on paper, but in blood, in memory, in DNA. And it's not just yours, it belongs to your ancestors. Hundreds of years ago, someone in your bloodline stood at a similar crossroads. They tried to rise, to break free, to speak truth, to change their fate. But something or someone stopped them. They were silenced, crushed by fear, betrayed by someone they trusted, or imprisoned by the very system they tried to escape. And their mission, their purpose, was never completed. But the universe doesn't forget unfinished business, and so you were born, you, Capricorn, the one with the strength to carry the pain, and the wisdom to finally complete what they couldn't. That's why your life has felt so heavy at times. It's why you felt like you carry burdens that aren't yours. You're responsible for healing what others ignore. You're constantly climbing a mountain while others stroll on flat ground. You're always being tested by fate, by people, by time itself, because you are. You're the one chosen to hold the torch and rewrite the ending. And now, on July 19th, the universe asks, will you repeat what they failed or complete what they couldn't? This moment isn't symbolic, it's energetic, it's real, it's personal. You may start noticing the signs around you right now. Family conflict flares out of nowhere, long hidden resentment, secrets or unspoken truths rising up. Old wounds you thought were healed suddenly reopen, emotionally or physically. Financial tests challenge your sense of worth, values, and fear of lack, or even visions or dreams that don't make sense, showing places, people, or lifetimes you've never experienced, but feel strangely familiar. Capricorn, these aren't random. They are echoes of the original contract surfacing in your timeline, to give you one last chance to reclaim it. Saturn's gate on July 19th is a karmic reset, not just for you, but for your entire bloodline. If you walk through it with awareness, courage, and truth, you don't just change your life. You free generations, past, present, and future, from cycles of pain and silence. But if you ignore it, the same patterns will continue. Maybe in your life, or maybe in the life of someone you love. Capricorn, you were chosen because you have what it takes to finish the story. You are the living proof that the lineage can evolve. Don't let their sacrifice be forgotten. Don't let this chance pass you by. You are the legacy. You are the breaker. You are the rebuilder. And July 19th is your moment. Capricorn, Saturn has opened the gate, but crossing it isn't automatic. You must step through with intention. This is not the time for passive hope or waiting for a sign. You are the sign. The rituals you perform on July 19th will decide whether your soul contract is activated or delayed. So here's how to align your energy with this once in 900 years event. 1. Ground with Saturn's frequency. Saturn is about stability, structure, and ancient time codes. To connect with this force, go outside under the open sky, preferably between 4 a.m. 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. 11 p.m. when Saturn's energy is most present. Sit on the ground or stand barefoot on Earth. Hold a crystal that resonates with Saturn, obsidian, onyx, or hematite. Close your eyes, breathe deep, and silently repeat this affirmation. I break the karmic chain. I reclaim the power Saturn stored within me. Feel that? That pressure? That stillness? That's Saturn listening. This ritual grounds your soul into this moment, so you don't miss the door when it opens. 2. Write a karmic burn letter. Capricorn, you've carried enough. It's time to let go. On paper, write everything you're done with. The repeating cycles, the people who drain your energy, the fear, the guilt, the self-doubt, the patterns you inherited but no longer accept. Then, in a safe space, burn the letter. As it turns to ash, visualize Saturn standing tall, watching the flames consume the old agreement you never signed, but always felt bound to. With every curl of smoke, imagine your soul getting lighter, free, reset. You are no longer carrying what was never meant to be yours forever. 3. Seal your path with action. This is the step most people skip, and it's the most important. Saturn rewards movement, discipline, decisions. So on July 19th, or within 48 hours, make one bold move toward the life you truly want. Apply for the job, end the toxic relationship, launch the project, tell the truth, say yes, or finally say no. The universe mirrors courage. When you step forward in alignment, Saturn responds with speed and power. A single act of bravery can unlock 10x results during this window. Bonus sign from the cosmos. Have you been seeing 999 or hearing names from the past? That's not random. That's CERN sending a pulse through time, confirming you're close to the threshold. Capricorn, this is a gate that won't open again in your lifetime. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be present, aware, brave. This is how you prove to Saturn and to your soul that you're ready. This is how you step into legacy. Capricorn, this is the final moment, the last breath before the gate closes. And the last question Saturn will ask your soul before deciding your fate. You've been tested, you've been burdened, you've been forged in fire, in silence, in shadow. You already know life hasn't been easy. But here's the truth that most don't realize. It was never supposed to be. Not for you. Because you weren't built for comfort. You were designed for legacy. And now, after centuries of generational patterns, ancestral pain, and karmic pressure, you are being handed the rarest of cosmic invitations to break the cycle or be broken by it. Because July 19th is not just about karma, it's about choice. This is your Saturn gate, a cosmic passage that only opens once every 900 years, and this time, you're the one standing in front of it. Let that sink in. Saturn has tested millions of souls over millennia, but only the awakened few break free. Only the ones brave enough to face the mirror, to walk alone through the silence, to trust the unseen and act on instinct. They are the ones who pass. Most people miss it. They get distracted. They play small. They let fear or comfort win. But you're not most people. You're Capricorn. You are the mountain soul, the time walker, the legacy builder, the karmic rebuilder of worlds. And now Saturn asks you, will you reclaim the power that was taken from your bloodline? Will you finish what your ancestors could not? Will you finally step into the destiny your soul has known since the moment you were born? This is not just about astrology. This is about your entire life path, and what you choose to do or not do on July 19th will echo not just through the coming months, but through the next 7 to 1 years of your timeline. Some choices don't just impact the now, they lock in your future self. Capricorn, this is not the time to hesitate. This is not the time to numb yourself with distractions, doubt, or fear. This is the time to rise, release, reclaim, rebuild. Because if you walk away from this moment, from the rituals, the signs, the spiritual work, you don't just delay progress. You delay your legacy. You delay your purpose. You delay freedom. And Saturn doesn't wait. It records, it remembers, it holds you accountable. So right now, before this video ends, make your choice. Will you walk through the Saturn gate? Will you choose to break the chain or let the chain break you? Because this is your soul's decision, not your friends, not your family's, not your past self, not your trauma's voice, yours. Comment below, I accept Saturn's challenge. Like this video to energetically seal your intention. Subscribe for weekly soul guidance that honors your spiritual power. Share this with another Capricorn who's hearing the same soul call but doesn't know what it is yet. This is not the end of the journey. This is the activation of a new chapter. One written by you, not karma, not fear, not limitation. This is your soul's reckoning. This is your cosmic rebirth. So take a breath, straighten your spine, and walk through the gate. Capricorn, this is your time. Don't let the door close without you. Capricorn, July 19th is Saturn's final soul checkpoint. This 900-year karmic gate opens once, and you were born to stand at its threshold. In this video, discover the 3 karmic trials Saturn is sending to awaken your soul, a prophecy from 1125 AD that reveals your role in history. Rituals to activate your soul, contract and reclaim your legacy, and how to stop repeating your family's pain, and finally break the cycle. This isn't light astrology, this is a spiritual reckoning. Comment below. To activate your power, I accept Saturn's challenge. Like, subscribe, and share if you're ready to walk through the gate.